so I will let Jamie actually show what he built. But he's been working on some new control options, and one of them also inspired, well, actually, I think he came up with this before the customer asked for it, but it solves customers' problem, which is that they needed a way to dynamically turn a field off. So with controls, typically today, it's swapping a field, so you would actually swap measures out. Now we have some new options for adding fields or removing things. So I can do stuff like turn a benchmark pretty trivially on or off. And Jamie, I'll just pass it to you. I don't know if that was what your demo was, but I'll just let you go into the how it works unless you want me to show the behind the scenes there.
Oh, sure, I can.
Well, yeah, I'll let you do it.
Here,
all Jamie's work.
Yeah, thanks. Let's see. I'll show a couple. Sorry, let me get up and running. Here. So yeah, first, basically, this the hide and show individual fields effectively now a new option inside the existing field picker. So just to show you, you can create a field selector. There's now an option to basically have no field where it swaps it out, or you can swap it back in. So that's basically what we're doing. And then in the example here, there's basically two field picker controls that are hidden underneath, and this is a parent control that's driving both of them. We also have a new, I demoed this a long time ago, but finally shipped it. We've got the field picker controls is more of a PSA. It behaves very similarly, but basically this is a sort of a multi-select, so you can have control over a number of different fields, in a given query. So in this case, you could select one, select or deselect any number, and it basically drive the behavior. So that's
Jamie.
Yeah.
Quick question for that one.
Yeah.
So like in this one where you've got 4 measures, what's going to happen with like chart config across those 4?
So it is not great for it to, and like I think it's a little bit buyer beware. You probably don't want to use it in like, I think it's really applicable in tables is most
no, that makes sense. But like if you map like sales per user to a second axis, will that stick, or will it sort of disappear as you sort of iterate?
Yeah, so here, even just to show you, so if I delete this control and like update let's just make a chart. Here, let's make it be something, this is probably not a terribly useful chart.
Like put sales per user, exactly, on the second axis. Exactly.
And then if you basically build, also just to add this, it's in a menu now here, but it's also available in the dashboard as an add control. I'll just add a few of these options. Order. Oops, forgot to edit it. Order item. I'll just throw some counts in. Count, and then what was this? It was like sales per or something.
Sales per user.
Yeah, per user. Okay. We probably don't know. We'll add some of these and I'll show you in the chart too. It will add stuff to it. It loses the config. Although if you remove stuff, it typically will keep the config. It's not 100%. But if I go down to just the sales per user, let's see. It actually, even in this case, it is schizophrenic. No, yeah, it's wiping the configs. Unfortunately, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but so focus on table use cases for this.
Table use cases and kind of buyer beware too. The other meta piece too is in a dashboard context. Like applying this to all of the charts is probably not great. We do have the control config that allows you to turn it off for things. My suspicion is this will be useful for a table kind of exclusively, and typically will be mapped exclusively to that. And then I got one other demo.
One thing I was going to add there, Jamie, too, is as I was playing with that first use case of the like turning a field off through your other control type, that did seem to retain the chart settings decently well.
Yeah.
Remove the field and bring it back. It actually did remember the spot that field was in.
It should, in general, we're trying to retain as much of the config as possible inside Viz. So like, the deltas, the changes in a query shouldn't reset it, but it's not It's not perfect though too. So like I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes it wipes it.